finest stadiums in college sports. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the ground, it's Marshall. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Working the ground game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Underwood. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Drives inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Making the adjustment.
Blue 22. Blue.
Slams it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. And the returner will be brought down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Wigman. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. There he goes. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know, I know it feels as a QB, you throw a couple picks early, you start pressing, trying to get your team back into it because you're losing, but you got to be careful with the decision-making. That time, you're taking a shot deep down the field. The guy's not open. You're lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Out wide right, it's Buchanan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fourth down, Underwood. Just couldn't find any running room. He'll lose a yard, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Running the red zone, it's Hughes. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some misdirection with the counter. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First and goal, Houston.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Goes high to pull it in. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the return, it's Drake. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Breaks into the open. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll take it himself. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. This is a designed run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He smashes his way through again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense all over it.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Scanning the field, it's Beckman. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Underwood. Caught. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On the move. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to run it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Michigan! They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Hughes. He's past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down, it's second and 10. On the run, it's Hughes. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now the Wolverines call a timeout, it's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. All tied up, under a minute to play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Houston will be forced to punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To throw, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
2nd and long here. Again, it's Underwood. They're all over it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30.
Underwood makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He caught it! Touchdown, Michigan! And they're on top here in overtime. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Right side, it's McGarry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes a man miss. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stop them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Hits inside. It's Hughes. Bulldozes his way through. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, you played this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he added the extra point. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on first down. The give on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Trying to run, it's Hughes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cougars! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. They do not get the two, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Hansen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball up his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Underwood in the gun on third down. Lets it fly. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. He's changing the play. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Has it. Touchdown, Michigan. They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it. Have to go for 2 starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Bryce Underwood to the air again. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Slams it ahead. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Trying to punch it in. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.